How can I make sure certain emails get the correct responses? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with the new email received in Gmail, and we'll be filtering that email for a specific subject line. Then, we'll be generating a response using the AI Wizard by Workload before finally sending an email with an attachment in Gmail. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor. We're going to give our workflow a title. This is going to be new Gmail with subject to wizard to Gmail. And I'm going to click on my trigger box. I'm going to select my triggering app, which is going to be Gmail. And my event is going to be new email received. I'm going to make sure I'm connected to my Gmail account. If you have any issues connecting to the apps we use in this workflow, please check out the blog in the description of this video. And we'll test our trigger. And we have a new email received. And what we're going to try and do with this workflow is set up a response to not just any email received, but emails specifically with the subject of task. So we'll get back to that in a second when we set up our filter. So we'll click continue here. Next, we're going to use our tools by workload. We're going to use the AI wizard. We're going to prompt your data. The input data is going to be the message that was sent. And our prompt, I'm going to paste in. You are receiving an email requesting a task. Your job is to respond to the email asking the sender to fill out the attached form with details about the task and thanking them for informing me about the task. So we'll click continue. We'll test our action. And we have a response. Thank you for informing me about the task. Could you please fill out the attached form with details about the broken sink in the men's room and the gallons of water gushing out? Your prompt response is appreciated. And there's a little note that there's an attached form. So that's going to work for us. We'll click continue. We'll add a step. This is going to be in Gmail. We are going to send email with attachment. Make sure we're still connected to Gmail. 2 is going to come from that initial trigger. And it's going to be the sender of the email. If I want, I can BCC or CC myself. So we'll go ahead and make a CC of myself. I was the recipient of the email. Or I could type in any email I want to receive a copy of this request. The subject will respond with the same subject as the original email, which is task. The body is going to come from our AI wizard. And then the attachment is going to be this form. So I created a form for a person to fill out that has more details about what the task might entail. And then I can click on the publish button and copy the responder link. And then I can paste that in the attachments. Click continue and test that action. And it looks like that was a success. We'll check that out in just a second. But before our workflow is done, we want to add a filter because we don't want every single email we receive to be sent this task request form. We only want emails that we receive with the subject line of task. So I'm going to click on the plus sign right after our step 1 trigger. I'm going to add a filter. We're going to filter from the drop-down menu here, and it's going to be the subject. So if the subject equals task, then the rest of our steps will happen. So now we have our workflow set up all the way. I can check really quick to make sure I got a copy of that email, which I did. And you can see that the form is attached there as well. And now I can come back to the workload editor and check and make sure there's a green dot in each of my nodes. And then I can activate my workflow. And now whenever I receive an email with the subject line of task, the AI wizard will create a response to that email and send the attached form in Gmail. That's how you can use a filter and the AI wizard by workload to send an email with an attachment in response to a Gmail with a specific subject line. Please join the workload community by commenting on this video with any questions you might have or suggestions for future videos. You should also like this video and click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.